going on, everyone? It's Timothy. Time and refinement. Man, I just couldn't get to the phone for 10 minutes last week. I mean, I probably could. I just procrastinated. I just had a crazy long weekend with work and with business. So I'm here again, ready to rock and roll. So, me and my brother and good friend of ours watched the Spider-Man trilogy yesterday, all three of them. And that's actually what I wanted to talk about today a little bit. Because, man, they really just hit harder when you get older. Like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. We just get robbed of our superhero movies these days. I swear, it's not even close to what we had growing up. We really had it good. I mean, I look back seeing those for the first time, and I'm like, man, these are really good. And then now that I look back as I'm older, I'm like, man, we really had it good back then. Really had it good. But coming from someone who really enjoys the superhero movies, someone to kind of look up to and to use their philosophy as my own in life, just the way that he accepted the responsibility that who he was and knew what he had to do was just awesome. Like the whole story revolving around that was just fantastic. Now the communication with his love interest Mary Jane was a whole different thing. I mean, it was just way more all over the place than I remembered it to be. But obviously, we don't watch those for the romance. At least I don't. I mean, the romance is cool, the girlfriend, the wife, whatever. But the hero aspect is obviously bigger than everything else combined, right? Saving the ones he loves, taking out the villains, but also at the same time being human as well. Being human in regards to his, invincibility, his powers, and even in struggling day to day with his life as a normal human being. I joked last night that when he went to the Daily Bugle and he was late on his phone payment, I think I'm like, man, even Spider-Man, the guy in New York who saves everybody, still struggles to pay his bills, and yet he's out there, the most popular person in the state, in the city. It's pretty crazy, but yeah, it's just solid movies. It really gets me to think again, just to look at my own life and see what I'm doing. If I'm doing what I know is best, if I'm maintaining my philosophy, if I'm adhering to my values and my morals, it just gets you to think. And those movies did just that. They really did. And also to see the villains, how their origin stories are portrayed, how they were wronged, why they did what they did. It's not so much a black and white, oh, this guy turned bad because he wants to be bad. No, that's not how it went. I mean, Eddie Brock turned into Venom because he lost his job and his girl and didn't have anything left. It seemed. Um, Sandman, same thing, on the run with the law, felon, and he just wanted to get his daughter better. That was the main reason why he did what he did, why he took the money, why he stole stuff. I mean, it's pretty unfortunate, and it's understandable on why they did what they did. So it really just gets you to think on why these guys lived their life the way that they did. And there was no turning back. They went full blast. Went full blast. Same thing with Harry. Same thing with Harry. He lost his dad. He lost Mary Jane. The whole Doc Ock situation. And he's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go balls to the wall. And he did. He went after Peter, and obviously, as you guys know, the ending of Spider-Man 3, he died, but him and Peter were best friends. So it's just interesting. Interesting to see the hero aspect on, you know, how the movies are made. What the directors had in mind, what Sam Raimi had in mind for Spider-Man, for his daily life and his struggles, and even getting back into society when he lost his powers for a little bit back in Spider-Man 2. Just to see how he coped with life. He went and ate, went to school, went to work, and he's just a normal guy. He's just a normal guy. And I think as men especially, but as human beings, we beat ourselves up because we're not doing what we should be doing. We're just living our lives, and you know, we're upset at ourselves because we're not going after our purpose, or we're, you know, just unhappy with our lives. And just because we're a normal human being, we pay our bills, we do these things, doesn't make us less as of a person. You know, I want to do great things. Everybody says they want to do great things, but what if the great things that we want to do is right in front of us? It's possible. I know the great things that I've done, in my opinion, in my life, were right in front of me. The people that I helped, right in front of me. I didn't have to go to Kenya. I didn't have to go to China. I didn't have to go to these places to make a difference. You can make a difference in the world just by the people that are around you. And going back to the movies, Peter Parker didn't, yeah, he saved a lot of people. He saved the city, he stopped crimes, he did all these things, but the people that were that were most affected in his life were the people close to him. His aunt and uncle, Mary Jane, um, Harry. A small group of people. Those were the people that he affected the most because he was the closest with them. And I think we forget that a lot. Again, from a man's perspective, but especially as men, but as people and as humans, we forget what's right in front of us to, maintain those relationships, to fix those things, to be there for somebody. We don't have to go out and make $1 billion. We don't have to go out and make a YouTube channel with 50 million subscribers. We don't have to make TikToks that have 1 million likes all the time. It's a very, very, very small, minute percentage of people that actually do that. And the question really is are they actually making a difference, or are they just going at it for the fame and fortune? So you have to ask yourself, are you doing it for the fame or fortune, or are you doing it because you genuinely want to do it? And I ask this question to myself all the time. I ask, am I building my business? Am I staying disciplined? Am I doing these things because I want people to look at me and say, Timothy's doing this, he's doing a great job? Or am I doing it because I know that's what's going to make me fulfilled, make me happy? And I want to say the latter besides the former, but sometimes I like to chase that dopamine of fame and fortune, and everybody look at Timothy for what he's built and what he's done. But is that really going to make us fulfilled? Is that really going to make us happy? And the answer is no, in my opinion. I don't think so. Coming from someone who doesn't have it, perhaps I'd change my mind if I had it, but I don't think so. I see too many people that have all of those things, and they really don't seem much more content or fulfilled than the average person that has a family, that loves them, wants to be with them, and provides for them. So it kind of all intertwines with the Spider-Man movies, in my opinion. Um, Peter did the things that made him fulfilled, even though it was difficult, but he knew deep down that's what he needed to do. He needed to save the people he loved and the people he was close with. And it got to his head a couple times. That was the cool thing about the movies is it got to his head, the fame and the fortune, and maybe being a little bit narcissistic in a sense, egotistical, which was cool because it showed his human side. But at the end of the day, he did it because Uncle Ben told him with great power comes great responsibility. And he took that with him throughout his life and throughout his superhero-ness and his saving all the people. So anyway, kind of rambled again today, but I just wanted to give you guys my take on that. It wasn't really a movie review, but just want to give you guys my take on those movies, why they affected me more yesterday than they have in a long time, why they have went out before I was younger. And they just get you to think. They get you to think about what you're doing with your own life and what matters. So anyway, I love you guys. I cherish you. I look forward to the next time I'm able to hop on here. It is such a blessing, and so thankful to be able to just hop on here and give my thoughts, and people actually listen. People actually listen and comment. So I think it's awesome. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I love you. I cherish you. I love you unconditionally. Keep rock and rolling. I'm very proud of you. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Cheers.